The man who looks for security, even in the mind, is like a man who would chop off his limbs in order to have artificial ones, which will give him no pain or trouble. Quote, Henry Miller. Ooh, there's a lot to unpack there. When you look for security, when you try to avoid pain, you are trying to exert control over the outside world. But that control is impossible. So much of this world is outside of our control, to the point where you can't live in that certainty, in that safety. You have to live in the possibilities. The only way of eliminating those risks is eliminating the self, like chopping off those limbs. So now those limbs cannot receive any more harm. But then think to yourself, would you do that very same thing? Would you chop off your limbs if you could be certain that replacements would be painless and trouble-free? Would you replace a body part to get a superpower? The expense of that is that the artificial limb isn't you. And so, if you're only experiencing life through that limb's experience, you're numb to the world. You're no longer living, you're just surviving. And yet part of me thinks I would do so. Part of me feels like that's what I'm doing when I work to improve myself, be it through diet or exercise. I'm trying to get rid of that old self, that old body, replace it with a better one. What would you do?